In the world of Cape of Demon Hunters, evil spirits haunt the streets of Saul. But the hunters, they don't carry weapons. They carry rhythm, choreo, and the power notes that shatter shadows. One scream from the demon, one high note from the idol, and the darkness retreats. A fantasy, sure, but it got us thinking. Can music really defeat evil, like in real life? Because when the lights dim and the world gets dark, we don't always reach for swords. We reach for earbuds. Let's leave fantasy for a second and enter something just as magical, science. Because when melody hits, something wakes up inside us. And it's not just feelings, it's chemistry, biology, electricity. The human brain treats music like medicine. It floods us with dopamine, the same chemical as falling in love. It lowers cortisol, the chemical behind fear. It synchronizes our heartbeats with strangers. And it lights up more parts of our brain than anything else we do. To put it simply, music doesn't just move us, it rebuilds us, note by note, beat by beat. Still, think it's just sound? Before headphones, before radios, even before written language, music was already our oldest weapon against the dark. In Greek mythology, Orpheus wasn't a warrior. He had no armor, no sword, just an eye and a voice that would break hearts. When his love, Eurydice, died, he didn't beg the gods. He sang, and the impossible happened. Because when Orpheus played, even death itself paused to listen. Lord Krishna lived in India, flaunting his peacock feather in his hair and a flute in his hand, walking through Vrindavan, surrounded by animals and children. When demons came to harm the villagers, Krishna didn't lift a weapon. He raised his flute to his lips. Because his music didn't just stop battles, it transformed hearts. Before he was a king, David was a shepherd and a harpist. When his ruler was haunted, not by armies, but by inner demons, David played. No words, no sermons, just strings. Because sometimes healing doesn't roar, it whispers. In Korean shamanism, the gut ritual is an ancient ceremony of music, dance, and trance. A female shaman in colorful robes, bells on her hands, sings as villagers watch in silence. Her voice bridges two worlds, calling on ancestors, banishing restless souls, blessing the living. The drums beat, the winds shift, grief turns to peace. This isn't performance, it's protection. Its power passed down for generations. Across continents and centuries, one truth repeats: music has never just been for fun. It's been our shield, our sword, and sometimes our salvation. Okay, let's step out of legends and into reality, because it wasn't just gods and heroes. Real people have used music to resist real monsters. When Black Americans marched for freedom, they didn't march in silence, they sang. Because when fear is everywhere, a song becomes armor. When your voice trembles, a melody holds it steady. In Nazi concentration camps, prisoners created secret orchestras. They sang lullabies to children, played hidden instruments, because even in hell, music kept their souls alive. Fast forward to now. Today's idols may not fight monsters with swords, but their words save lives. BTS, the truth untold. Atis, the turbulence. TXT's anti-romantic. Stay Kids, my pace. In a world full of loneliness, anxiety, and pressure, music becomes the one voice that understands you. From marching crowds to bedroom headphones, from whispers in camps to roars in stadiums, music has always fought evil. Sometimes that evil wears armor. Sometimes it wears your own reflection. So we asked, can music really defeat evil? Maybe it doesn't slay dragons, but it does something even more powerful. Music keeps us going. When world gets too loud or too quiet, it silences the voice that says, "You're not enough." It becomes the hand we can't find, the hug we need, the scream we are too afraid to let out. So, maybe the music isn't the sword. Maybe it's the shield. It doesn't have to defeat the darkness. It just have to remind us we are still here.